The spirit box. What is it? How does it work? And what are some of my suggested ways to use this communication tool if you are planning on getting into the paranormal field? My name is Bert, and I'm a paranormal investigator of 7 years, and I welcome you to this new side of Ghost Notes Paranormal, where, on top of my paranormal investigations, I offer information and personal advice to anyone getting into the paranormal field to make it as safe and easy as possible to start gathering your own evidence. A quick look into Google will let you know that the spirit box, also known as a ghost box, is a device used in paranormal investigations to supposedly communicate with spirits. It functions by rapidly scanning AM and FM radio frequencies, creating a stream of fragmented sounds and white noise that some believe spirits can manipulate to form words and phrases. While the concept is relatively modern, the underlying idea of using technology to detect and communicate with the paranormal has roots in the study of EVP, or electronic voice phenomena. The concept of EVPs, or unexplained voices, also gained traction in the 1970s. This led to experiments and devices aimed at capturing and understanding this phenomena. Enter Frank's box. In 2002, Frank Sumption designed the very first spirit box called Frank's box. Sumption, inspired by EVP research, modified a radio to scan frequencies and believed he could facilitate communication with spirits. And over time, others modified Frank's box, leading to various shack hacks and spirit box models. Modern spirit boxes like the SB7 are commercially available and widely used in paranormal investigations. So the definition of white noise is a sound that contains all frequencies of the audible spectrum at equal intensity. So to me, this tells me that this spectrum of audio allows a doorway for the spirits to be able to use their voice, and you can actually hear it audibly. So this is the SB7 spirit box. You will need 3 AAA batteries, and they will go in the back here. And the speaker on the spirit box is not all that loud, so I suggest getting a speaker adapter for the speaker out. Looking at the side of the spirit box, we have 2 outputs, the headphone output and the speaker output. We also have the temperature gauge reset and a DC input. So surprisingly, the batteries last very well in this thing. I tend to take them out between sessions to save the battery and to prolong the life of the spirit box. So taking a look at the back of the spirit box, it has a stand/hook that you can hook it or set it on a table. I really don't use this that often. And the top of the spirit box, we have a flashlight and the antenna. Now taking a look at the buttons on the front of the spirit box, the top row from left to right, we have sweep rate, sweep forward, volume plus, and the AM, FM, Celsius, Fahrenheit options. Now the bottom row from left to right is backlight lamp, the sweep reverse, volume minus, and power button. So you have the batteries inside the spirit box, you have the speaker into the speaker out, and before you want to turn it on or anything, make sure you set your boundaries for the session that you're about to conduct, and let the spirits know that they can't attach to you, and when you leave, they have to stay. Now you don't want to be too forward or too crude, but also you definitely want to set the boundaries for the session. So after you've set the boundaries and let the spirits know what's up, you're going to want to turn the power on without the speaker on. And so you can turn the volume down, make sure that it's not going to blast too loud when you turn the speaker on. And so with the volume down, you can turn the speaker on, and it should be set to a radio station. It's not going to be sweeping through anything until you hit the button. So with the speaker on, you're going to want to set either the sweep forward or sweep reverse. Either one works great. I prefer the sweep forward, but you can definitely still bear good results with the sweep reverse as well. So at this point, you're going to want to turn the volume up a little bit to be able to hear it. And then you'll want to choose your reverse or forward. I'm going to go ahead and go with forward, and it'll start sweeping through the stations at a default rate. So you're going to want to choose a different rate to speed it up or slow it down. So every time you hit the rate button, it'll go a little slower. So if you go to the very fastest, it'll be very quick and it's hard to hear the responses accurately. So I usually go down a few clicks to about 250 milliseconds. And that seems to be a good set rate where you can hear it scanning through the radio stations, but it's slow enough to hear the words clearly, but fast enough where you're not spending too much time on one radio station. So then you can start turning up the volume to desired loudness. And from there, you want to just start asking questions and make sure to give it time for the spirit to learn how to use the device and be able to learn how to manipulate the sound to reply. So whenever you do start asking questions, make sure to leave enough time between the questions for the responses to come through. Now, like I mentioned before, it does have an antenna at the top. I recommend leaving the antenna down. A lot of people will straight up just take the antenna out. It is best not to have it out because it will be a lot more interference from the radio stations, and it'll be a lot harder for you to tell what is a spirit coming through and what is interference. Now back to the front of the spirit box, the backlight button is here and it'll turn on the backlight with one single push of the button, and it'll turn off with another push. And if you hold down the button, it will then turn on the flashlight on the top of the spirit box. And if you hold it down, it will turn it off. Now the backlight is very useful whenever you're in dark situations and you can't see the rate that it's going. You can hit that quickly, see what it's at, and then turn it off. Now, like I mentioned, there is a Fahrenheit and a Celsius reading. This thing also detects the temperature, so it's very important to notice any drops or any fluctuations in the temperature while you're conducting a session. And that's the basic breakdown of the spirit box and how to use it. If you guys have any more questions, make sure to drop it in the comments. And if you want me to cover any other devices, let me know. Good luck with the sessions. I'll see you very soon.